Imagine standing on a battlefield, your heart pounding, your mind torn between duty and love, between what is right and what feels impossible to do. The world seems to be collapsing and every choice looks wrong. What would you do? Over 5,000 years ago, a warrior named Arjuna faced this very dilemma on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. In that moment of confusion and despair, he received a divine message, words that would echo through eternity, guiding millions toward clarity, peace, and purpose. That message is the Bhagavad Gita, a sacred conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjuna, a dialogue that doesn't just answer questions about war, but about life itself. The Gita is not a book of religion. It is a manual for life, revealing timeless secrets about who we are, why we suffer, and how we can live a life of strength, peace, and joy. Today, we are going to uncover these deep secrets of life from the Bhagavad Gita, truths that can transform the way you see the world, the way you handle challenges, and the way you discover inner happiness. So take a deep breath, subscribe the channel and stay till the end, because these powerful teachings can transform stress into peace, fear into strength, and confusion into clarity. What is the Bhagavad Gita? Why is it a life manual? The Bhagavad Gita, often called the Song of God, is a small section of the great epic Mahabharata, but its wisdom is bigger than almost any other text. In just 700 verses, it answers life's deepest questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my duty? How can I find peace and happiness? This is why leaders, thinkers, and visionaries, from Mahatma Gandhi to Albert Einstein, have called it a guide for life. Unlike many religious texts, the Gita doesn't ask for blind faith or rituals. It gives practical wisdom: how to face challenges without fear, how to perform your duties without stress, how to find balance when life feels out of control. The battlefield of Kurukshetra is not just a war outside. It represents the battle inside each of us, between courage and fear, clarity and confusion, selflessness and selfishness. And that's why its teachings are timeless. The Gita reveals 7 profound secrets about life. Let's explore them one by one. Secret 1. You are not the body. You are the soul. The first and most powerful truth that the Bhagavad Gita reveals is this: you are not this body. You are the eternal soul, the Atman. Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, the soul is neither born nor does it die. It is eternal, indestructible, and beyond change. Weapons cannot cut it, fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it, and the wind cannot dry it. We spend life thinking, I am this body. But the Gita says, you are not this body, you are the Atman, the eternal soul. When you realize this, fear disappears. Aging, death, loss, they no longer control you because the real you is beyond them. Krishna explains, just as a person changes old clothes for new, the soul discards old bodies and takes on new ones. Whenever you feel anxious about aging, death, or loss, remind yourself, I am not the body. I am the soul, eternal, unchanging, beyond harm. This shift in perspective will give you fearlessness in every situation. Secret 2. Detachment is freedom. One of the most misunderstood concepts in the Bhagavad Gita is detachment. People often think detachment means running away from life, abandoning family, or rejecting success. But Krishna teaches something very different. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means freedom from obsession and dependence. It means loving and enjoying life without being enslaved by it. Krishna says, perform your duty without attachment to success or failure. Such balance is called yoga. This means Enjoy relationships, but don't cling. Work hard, but don't tie your peace to the result. Why? Because everything in life changes. If you depend on the changing for happiness, you'll suffer. Detachment gives you power. It allows you to love without fear, work without stress, and live without anxiety. It doesn't make you cold, it makes you free. Detachment is not about rejecting life. It is about enjoying life fully without fear of loss. That is true freedom. Before any action, say, I will give my best, but I will not lose my peace over the result. Secret 3. The law of karma. Your actions define you. One of the most powerful teachings of the Bhagavad Gita is the law of karma. Krishna makes it crystal clear. Your present is shaped by your past actions, and your future will be shaped by what you do today. He says, you have the right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results, and never be attached to an action. This means you can control your effort, not the outcome. Worrying about results creates anxiety. Focus on doing your best. That is real success. Krishna says, stop worrying about what you cannot control the result. Focus on what you can control: your effort, your intention, your sincerity. The law of karma works like a seed. Whatever you plant, you will eventually reap. If you plant honesty, you will reap trust. If you plant hard work, you will reap growth. The timing may not be immediate, but the law never fails. Do every task with sincerity, whether anyone sees or not. Remember, good seeds will bear fruit. Maybe not today, but surely one day. Secret 4. Equanimity, the art of staying balanced. Life is a mixture of pleasure and pain, success and failure, praise and criticism. Most people ride this emotional roller coaster, happy when things go well, broken when they don't. But Krishna gives a profound secret. Be equal in pleasure and pain, gain and loss. This is yoga. This state of balance is called samatva, equanimity. It means not getting carried away by joy and not crushed by sorrow. It means standing firm like a tree in all seasons of life. Balance gives you inner power. When success comes, you remain humble. When failure comes, you remain hopeful. When problems arise, you don't collapse. When something good or bad happens, say, this too shall pass. Secret 5. Selfless action, the key to true success. Krishna teaches nishkama karma, acting without selfish desire. He says, perform your duty without attachment and without expectation. This doesn't mean you should not desire success. It means you should not let desire control your actions. Most people act with the question, what will I get out of this? How much profit will I make? What's in it for me? The problem with this attitude is that it ties your happiness to results and breeds anxiety. But if you act with a sense of duty, service, and sincerity, you experience freedom and peace. When you work for rewards alone, stress controls you. When you work with sincerity and devotion, joy flows naturally. True success comes when your work becomes a contribution, not a transaction. Secret 6. Conquering the mind, your greatest battle. In the battlefield of life, your greatest enemy is not outside, it is inside, your own mind. Krishna says, for one who has conquered the mind is the best friend. But for one who has failed to do so, the mind is the greatest enemy. Why does Krishna call the mind both a friend and an enemy? Because the mind is a powerful tool. When controlled, it can lead you to success, peace, and liberation. When uncontrolled, it can drag you into fear, greed, and destruction. Krishna compares the controlled mind to a lamp in a windless place, steady, calm, bright. That is the state of a yogi, and it is possible for anyone who practices. Your mind can be your heaven or your hell. Master it, and you master life. Secret 7. Devotion and surrender, the ultimate path. After teaching all philosophies, Krishna gives the ultimate secret in the Bhagavad Gita. Abandon all varieties of dharma and surrender unto me alone. I shall deliver you from all sins. Do not fear. This is the highest teaching, complete surrender to the divine. Krishna says that when you act with devotion, offering your thoughts, words, and actions to God, or to a higher purpose, your life becomes lighter. Worries reduce because you stop carrying the burden of control. When things go wrong, instead of panic, say, "This too has a purpose. I trust the process." Surrender is not weakness, it is the highest strength. It gives unshakable peace. How to apply these secrets in modern life. The Bhagavad Gita was spoken on a battlefield 5,000 years ago, but its wisdom is eternal. How do we apply these deep secrets today, in a world of deadlines, social media, competition, and stress? Here are practical ways to apply these secrets in modern life daily. Start your morning reminding yourself, "I am the soul, not the body." Work without stress. Focus on effort, not result. Love people, but don't cling. Spend some time in meditation. Dedicate your day to something higher. The Bhagavad Gita is not a book to be read once and forgotten. It's a guide for life. Its wisdom can transform stress into strength, confusion into clarity, and fear into faith. Remember these eternal truths. You are not the body, you are the soul. Happiness is within, not in possessions. Your actions shape your destiny. Choose wisely. Balance is power. Stay calm in all seasons. Work selflessly. Success will follow naturally. Master your mind, you master your life. Surrender to the divine and live in peace. If you live even one teaching from the Gita every day, your life will change. You will face challenges with courage, relationships with love, and success with humility. So, the next time life feels like a battlefield, remember Krishna's words. Do your duty with faith. I am with you, do not fear. Live these teachings, and you will find peace in chaos, strength in struggle, and joy in every breath. The Gita is not a book to be read once. It is a path to be lived every day. Start today. Thank you for joining us on this exploration, life's deep secrets from the Bhagavad Gita, explained in a simple and practical way for modern living. We hope this video has offered you inspiration and insight on your own spiritual journey. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.